I really love gymnastics. I still do love gymnastics. I love tumbling all the time. I got into it when I was about 2 years old. When I was in about 6th grade, that's when the back pain started.
When did you start seeing Larry Nassar?
My gymnastics coach recommended me to him because all the sports doctors that I had been seeing had no idea what was wrong with my back.
From what I've heard, getting to go see Larry was a big deal, right?
Yeah, he was known as the gymnastics doctor.
So did you feel special?
Yeah, I did.
When did the abuse begin?
The very first appointment.
The very first time?
Yep. I would be face down on a table, and originally he said that he was going to perform a deep tissue massage that he called a manipulation. And so he would massage my hamstrings and my glutes, and then he would lift my shorts up and lift my underwear up, and then go in between my legs and penetrate me vaginally and anally.
How old were you at the time?
I was 11.
How could you not know your daughter was being sexually abused right in front of you?
The first time that he was going to massage her, I was able to tell the prosecutors exactly what the chair was like because I wanted to move my chair so I could see. And the flooring was like a cement tile, very loud, and the chairs were like those metal chairs that come down like this, and when you move them, they make a lot of noise. And there was another chair next to me, so I couldn't really move it that much.
I remember laying face down, and she was in my direct line of sight. I could make eye contact with her, and I remember just looking at her very intently throughout every single appointment. And Larry Nassar would talk to her about Catholicism and about like his PTA kind of things, and I would just kind of focus on her talking, but you know, the whole time I was pretty much just silent, kind of still like a statue.
She flat out said that she does not blame you at all. Do you blame yourself at all?
I wish that I had stood up. That's what I wish. If I had just stood up, what probably would have happened is he wouldn't have done it, we never would have gotten any more appointments, he would have referred us to somebody else, and unfortunately he would have moved on to somebody else.
After he abused me, I had a lot of behavioral issues, mostly because I didn't really think I had any self-worth, and it was very difficult to kind of try and live after being abused.
She ran away. We did many things in the house to try to know when she was leaving, but sometimes, you know, her brothers would come into our bedroom in the middle of the night and say, "Madeline's gone again." And one time we had to call the police to try to help us find her.
I was an 11-year-old girl. I was an 11-year-old gymnast. I had a life. I had friends. I had school. I was smart. I was successful, and he took away a lot of my desire to live and a lot of my desire to strive.
Has he ruined your life or portions of it?
He's absolutely ruined my life. You know, I've had suicide attempts. There was a time I remember I tried to kill myself, and I fully expected to die.
Were there moments in that time frame where you thought, I'm going to lose my daughter?
I wanted to do everything that I could. I tried not to go there. It's definitely, it's too scary to think about that. So I concentrated more on the actions of trying to prevent it, trying to make sure that she couldn't do that.
But she tried.
Multiple times.
How many times?
3.
I was young, I was small, and I couldn't imagine anyone looking at me and thinking...
Sexually?
Yes.
My heart dropped a little bit. because the truth was now spoken. There was no denying it. But also there was a little bit of fear because I knew that we were going to prosecute him. We were going to stop him. And I knew that she was probably going to have to do things that were not going to be pleasant during this time of getting him to go to jail.
I wanted it to be about the girls who were strong enough to stand up and say, he did this to me, it wasn't okay, and I'm going to go through the court process even though it's difficult and it'll be a struggle, but it's worth it because I'm going to do the right thing and I'm going to do it in the right way, like he didn't, and he's going to be punished for it. Hearing him say it was for my own pleasure, it wasn't for any medical purpose. It created a knot in my stomach, you know. Just looking back, I was 11 and he was using me for his own sexual pleasure. That's disgusting. It's so intimate and it makes you feel so small. My life's essentially been hell. It's been a lot of having to deal with, you know, sometimes I'll be walking and a memory will flash back. I'm absolutely terrified of being in any sort of small space with any man. The bus ride in college is very difficult. I don't like being touched. Everyone always, you know, made fun of me when I was younger. They were like, oh, like, don't touch Madeline, like, you can never hug her. But now they understand, like, I just have a thing with people being physically close to me.
Do you think you'll be able to get over that?
I hope so, but at the same time, I think I'm always going to have to fight that voice in the back of my head that says, you know, they could hurt you, they have the power to hurt you. He abused me, but it doesn't make me who I am. I make me who I am. I want to be a doctor that makes a difference. I want to be a better doctor than Larry Nassar could have ever hoped to be, and I want to be that person that makes a child's life better.